Good afternoon, YouTube. I believe we are live and on the air. DutyRon checking in with another video. It seems like I'm going live almost every day with you guys, but happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody who is joining in. That's a rookie mistake, keeping the volume up on my secondary device. DutyRon is learning every day. Good to see all of my Patreon supporters, my channel members, and all of the folks who are moderating and actively interacting in these live streams. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't shared out onto your social media, please share the video out. Today's broadcast is going to be a preview for tonight's show. I will be covering tonight the de-escalation failures of the Nashville Police Department, and it's not because they failed. It's just a tactic. De-escalation is not 100% guaranteed, and departments across the United States are implementing de-escalation tactics to deal with hostile suspects, and it's costing officers their lives, and it's costing civilians, honest and innocent civilians, their lives, because police officers cannot detain and control these less than compliant, I'll just put it to you that way, less than compliant subjects. So it is not a perfect thing, and it is dangerous not only to the officers but also to the public, because you have people running around with weapons that get away from the police, and now what do you have? You have hostage situations going on. But we're going to get into it with retired Sergeant Bill Cannon, and I'm going to talk also with retired Lieutenant Pete Pranzo, who has a tremendous amount of experience in the street crime unit of the New York City Police Department. Lieutenant Pete Pranzo has a book out, and he is a wealth of information and tactics. He is an old school police officer and executive, and he has a ton of input that he's going to put into our conversation tonight. You're not going to want to miss it. 8:30 p.m. on the East Coast. Great to see you, Trevor. Thank you, Beth, for being in here. Joey Brooklyn, I see you're here. Hello, MC's Audio. Mike, good to see you. Be true to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Carol Loving Alaska, channel member, Patreon supporter, and a wonderful friend. Carol Loving Alaska, thank you for being in here. Vicky Walker, hello from your neck of the woods. I appreciate you being in here. Thank you for those blue hearts. I have my Back the Blue sweatshirt on. I love to wear the Back the Blue because I do back the blue. Actually, I know what it takes to do the job, and it's not easy. Again, let me just quickly check in with everybody. I love to do the roll call. I'm going to give you an update on Atlanta, the shooting. 8 people were killed in Atlanta by a 21-year-old suspect that's in custody. But before I get into that, let's check in with the roll call. Where are you watching from? City, state? We have a smaller group here today, so it might be easier for me to get everybody here. Gerda, good to see you back in the blue. Thank you. Tuned in. Peter Pranzo, he'll be here tonight. I got the message from your better half. Carol Loving Alaska, great to see you. Yeah, so Wisconsin, says Mama Lisa. New Haven, Connecticut, Mike. Brooksville, Florida, Outlandish. Sacramento, California. Arizona, Southwest Desert. Thank you for being in here. Tennessee, great to see you. Hello, Westchester, Pennsylvania. Fort Knox, Kentucky, good to see you. Illinois, says Figment. Marion, Indiana. Ooh, I love the great state of Texas as well. Texas girl, Lynn. Michigan, says Isabel. Isabel Florence, good to see you. Always appreciate you. Ellis, checking in from London in the UK. Burbank, California. I always think of the studios in Burbank. Hello, Dawn Marie, south coast of the UK. Welcome in, Gen Coley. Blue Moon, Sussex, the UK. Kara's from Washington. Bloomington, Illinois, of course, Beth. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. South Texas, says Nance G. Rodzilla, hello from Virginia. Heather, hello. Good to see you. Grenoble, France. Good to see you, country girl. Thank you for joining. Irvine, Kentucky. Muncie, Indiana. Great to see you. Hello from Toronto. Texas Lassie, love and respect. Thank you for being in here. All right, so let's get into the updates from my coverage last night. My coverage last night was Mount Sinai, Long Island. Hello, Pete Pranzo. Trevor is checking in from Wilmar in Minnesota. Sussex County, New Jersey. Good to see you, Edward Kelly. Thank you for joining. Hello from Australia. Put another prawn on the Barbie, Adele. Put another prawn on the Barbie. I'll be there in about 36 hours. Cincinnati, Ohio, to be true to you. All right, let's get into Georgia. The suspect, 21-year-old, I'm not going to give him his 10 seconds of fame. He shot and killed 8 Asian American, 6 Asian American and 2 others in massage clubs, 3 separate massage parlors. He killed 4 in one, 3 in another, and 1 other in a single shooting. He is going to be tried under Georgia's death penalty. He's going to be charged under the capital punishment because he qualifies, because he killed 4 people at one location. So anytime you kill 1 or more people in one incident, you qualify to be prosecuted under the death penalty, the capital punishment law, and it's on the books in Georgia. So I hope they fry his ass eventually. 21 years old. He contrary to what everybody was talking about, it wasn't a targeted attack on the Asian American community. He was an admitted sex. What did he say? He's a sexual deviant, or like addicted to sex, and he was frequenting these massage parlors for sexual activity, and he admitted it to law enforcement. And something must have gone wrong. And that was one of the scenarios that I presented to you last night. I presented a couple of different scenarios, and one of them was that he was there for sexual activity. He didn't get either what he wanted, or he asked for something they wouldn't give him, or there was some type of dispute. And his sex addict wound up making him lose his mind temporarily, and for whatever the case may be, he went around and started killing people at these. And apparently he frequented all of those locations. So he knew exactly where he was going because he's gone there multiple times. So that was one of the things that I had mentioned, a sexual deviant, a sexual pervert, sex addict. It's a common thing amongst men and women, and it's a real thing. It's out there. People have different, different things that problems that they have. He obviously was not getting help for it, and this is where it went. So tonight's live stream is going to be 8:30 p.m. I'm going to schedule a live stream as soon as I'm done here. Well, not as soon as I'm done, but when I get time a little bit later, I will schedule a live stream on my channel, 8:30 p.m. Lieutenant Pete Pranzo, who's here in the chat, retired Detective Sergeant Bill Cannon, Homicide Detective Sergeant. He is going to join me, and we're going to talk about the de-escalation failures and somehow some of these tactics. We had 2 incidents where 2 women were shot 2 days ago by Nashville police. They both of the incidents, the officers deployed their taser, and it was ineffective. All right, so the officers deployed tasers on 2 females in separate incidents. One of them proved to be fatal because the officer got shot by the female, and the second one was an emotionally disturbed young girl who was wielding like a machete or some type of axe handle or an axe, and she went to hit the officer with the axe or lunged at him, and a partner from the side saw he deployed the taser, but it didn't stop her. I think he missed her. He deployed the taser, and she was coming at him with a deadly weapon, and one of the 3 officers that were there fired on her. She did not succumb to the gunshot wounds. She's still alive. But the first incident that happened in the car as a result of a car stop, that female was shot and killed by the police officer. The police officer was shot first. After he deployed his taser on her, she pulled out a handgun and fired upon him outside of the vehicle. We're going to show both of those videos tonight. It's going to be, if you suffer from PTSD or anything of any type of PTSD type situation, I would recommend that you don't tune into it. I will put a disclaimer in there. But tonight's going to be a very informative show because we're going to talk about tactics, and we're going to talk about the dangers of implementing de-escalation across the board. In the wake of what happened with George Floyd, there's been so much reform with the police, and de-escalation is one of them. De-Escalation, Nashville Police Department. They're all trained in de-escalating, and it doesn't always work in every situation. And I'm just going to point out 2 times in one day de-escalation failed, and a bunch of other different things came into play. Again, we like to use non-lethal methods. We are trained to do a progression of force. At the police academy, we were trained the progression of force starts with non-lethal, going up all the way to your mace, to your to the taser. Now, we didn't have a taser available to us in 1991 when I started, and I know when Pete Pranzo became a cop in the 70s, a taser wasn't even nobody even heard of it. So mace, nightstick, and then handcuffs, and then deadly physical force. So mace, nightstick, deadly physical force, and then the handcuffs. So OC doesn't work all the time either. That's correct, Edward. Edward Kelly, I know you were on the job. I've used mace on people who are under the influence of drugs and alcohol, and when you mace them, it gets them even more mad, and they come at you even more strongly. And then a bunch of the police officers wind up getting maced and getting incapacitated. So it's a very dangerous thing. Mace in enclosed quarters in a stairwell is very dangerous. We're going to get into all of that tonight, but I greatly appreciate everybody on St. Patrick's Day coming in. You know, no matter what you are, Irish, Italian, Polish, German, whatever your background is, on March 17th, we are all Irish. On March 17th, we're all Irish. Paul Peck Drywall, great to see you. There he is, my good friend Paul Peck Drywall from down in Florida. If you want to learn everything about drywall and repair, Paul Peck Drywall, go check out his channel. He is awesome. Hello, Thin Blue Line, 204. Good to see you. Howdy. So that's the situation. That's what we're going to cover tonight. I'm going to have 2 very distinguished guests, and I'm going to we're going to break down the 2 incidents that happened in Nashville 2 days ago. They are disturbing to see. It's not something that gets monetized across the board. YouTube is very, very critical of creators that talk about sensitive topics like this. Police tactics, police, anything that has to do with police and violence, they automatically demonetize. So the only thing that I'm doing this for is for education, for you, so you guys understand what's going on. Hello, Spaghetti Nona. Good to see you. Thin Blue Line is here. Carol Loving, Alaska. We are Italian and Irish today. That is for sure. 2 of our guys could drink the stuff. There you go, Edward. You know, some could and some really couldn't. Olive Juice, always great to see you. Don't kiss me. I'm Irish. Hello, Maria Della Roche. Della Rocha. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hi. Let me know where you're watching. Again, let's do a quick roll call for the new people coming in. We got over 100 people here. Let me know where you're watching, city and state, and just say hello. Hello from Sweden. I love to see the people outside the country. Hello from Sweden. Good to see you. First time catching a live stream, Thin Blue Line 204. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. I love the Thin Blue Line. I have that flag in my backdrop behind me when I go live sometimes. Stay safe out there, everybody. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Hello from sunny Arizona. Hey, Princess Michelle. Retired Sergeant Melinda. There she is. There's my girl. So Retired Sergeant Melinda. Everybody was sending prayers to you. Gerda from South Africa. Great to see you. Anaheim. Wait, Rob from Anthem, Arizona. That's Michelle's better half. Wait a minute. Michelle is your better half. I got to get that right. Hey, from Bass Lake, Indiana. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Hello from Scotland. Hey, Shell. Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I said happy Thanksgiving to her. Hollow Rock, Tennessee. Good to see you. I'm proud to be Irish all year long. Donnelly, Ireland. Nice to see you. Sheila. I love the Irish. Love the Irish. I don't like the Irish exits, but I love the Irish. Lots of great Irish cops. Most of the NYPD was Irish and Italian immigrants in the early 1900s. So there's Sergeant Melinda. She's recovering at home. Let's send her love and put some prayer emojis and hearts in the chat for Retired Sergeant Melinda. She is here. She was resting before. I was texting with her. Hello from the Netherlands. Good to see you. Marion, Indiana. Janice, good to see you. Thank you for joining. DSM, Iowa. Hello, spaghetti. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, we're gonna have some Irish soda bread tonight and some corned beef and cabbage. It should be awesome. Hello, Meglo. I'm gonna pinch you, Meglo. Don't pinch me. So hearts and prayers are going up for Sergeant Melinda. Love and respect. We want you to get better and come on back and be here. Jeep Girl, your package got sent back to me for I didn't put enough postage on it. Jeep Girl, just so you know, I remailed out your package. It came back to my post office box. I don't check it often, but I got it last week and I mailed it back out to you. So it looks like it's been through World War III. It got bounced back to me because I didn't put enough postage on it. DutyRon screwed up. So there it is. Hearts and prayers and well wishes for retired Sergeant Melinda. Love and respect from the DutyRon family. And we look forward to you getting back to 100%. Tonight, again, 8:30 p.m. with retired Lieutenant Pete Pranzo from the elite street crime unit and many other units. He's got a book, and we're going to talk about that. And retired Detective Sergeant from the Homicide Squad, Bill Cannon from Police Off the Cuff. He is going to join us. It's going to be awesome. We're going to go over some good stuff tonight. I hope you all can be there. I know with COVID, most of us are either locked down or not able to get out. So with COVID-19, I decided we would still do this show on St. Patrick's Day. If it was a normal day, everybody should be out and about. But it's all good. It's all good. If you can't make it, Atacor 21, watch the replay. Thank you for that. Thank you, Atacor. Love and respect from DutyRon. Piper, the Piper of Sims. Well, beans are always good. Well, beans are always good. Beans, they're good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you know what. The more you know what, the better you feel. So eat your beans at every meal. All right, that's all I got. That's all I got to say about that. All right, folks, I'm going to end this. I'm rambling on here. Check me out tonight with my two guests. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all one word, DutyRon. Go over to my Discord group. Go to DutyRon.com and ask to join my Discord group. Bunch of great people in there, and we're always chit-chatting about crime and all different stuff. Go on over and also subscribe to my Facebook, YouTube video share group, and my Facebook police and crime chat group. They're all close to, or one of them is over 1,000 members. The other one is approaching 1,000. So I got a bunch of people in there, and there's a lot of good things being shared. Trevor JP, great to see you. Josh, thank you for the DutyRon.com contact for anybody that wants to join Discord. I'd like to build up our Discord group and get a bunch more people in there. So the more, the merrier. The more people at a party, the more fun you have. But it doesn't always necessarily work that way, because sometimes there could be some bleep holes at the party. You can get some bleep holes at the party, and then it's not fun. But our parties don't have any bleep holes in it. We don't allow it. So I'm using my own bleep machine here. I'm using my own bleep machine. My husband is not allowed to eat any beans. Otherwise, it's damaging at the end of the night. All right, guys. Love and respect. I'll talk to you on the next one. Thank you for joining. Make sure you share it out and hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit the thumbs up, and we will talk tonight. See you all then. Ciao.